Okay, for this one, we're going to subtract these two polynomials. Polynomials, by the way, means many. Poly means many. Nomials mean terms. The difference between a polynomial and a quadratic, polynomials have things bigger than x squared. For instance, that's an x cubed. So all this section means is we're getting things larger than x squareds. X squareds are quadratics. Higher than that become polynomials because they're higher terms, multiple terms, and usually you can involve things larger than an x squared. So this minus this. The first thing I like to do when I do this kind of problem, and it relates to complex numbers, is you change a minus to a plus. And if I do that, I change both these signs. So that negative becomes a positive, and that 8 becomes a negative 8. And then I just combine the like pieces. So I start with the first one. I have a 3x squared. Does my second one have any x squareds? Yes. So I'm good. 3x squared and 7x squared looks like I got 10x squared. I go to my next piece. I got an x, a negative x. Are there any x's over here? Does it have anything to combine with? No. So it's just minus x. Last piece is the 7. Does 7 have anything to combine with over here? Yes, a negative 8. What is 7 and negative 8? Negative 1. You always go from the highest power down. It's called standard form. There it is. Okay, for this one, first thing we're going to do is change this to a plus, and then we're going to combine everything. We have 3 different sets of things combined. So we have 3x cubed. That's a cubed. I'm rewriting the first one. Since this is a minus, I'm going to make it a plus. So this is going to become a negative 2x squared. This is going to become a positive x. And this is going to become a positive 10. And then plus x minus 2. So we have 3 things to combine. Let's look at them. Start with the first piece. Or basically start with the highest power. Got it? X cubed is the highest. Are there any other x cubes? No. So we have 3x cubed. There's no other cubes. Next, look at all the x squareds. You start the highest power and work your way down. X squared there. X squared there. Any other x's? X squareds? No. So these two x squared looks like a negative 3x squared. Okay. Next. Now, even though there's a 7 right here, what comes after x squareds? X's. Let's skip the first one, go to here. There's an x right there, right? There's an x right here. Any other x's? So what's x and x? 2x. 2x. And the last one are the numbers. I have a 7, I have a 10, and I have a negative 2. So 7 and 10 is 17, minus 2 is 15. Again, once you change all the things to pluses, you just go through and combine, starting with the highest power, work your way down. Number 3, you're just distributing. Now, when you distribute this times this, though, do you understand there's kind of like a negative 1 right there? So what's 3 times negative 1? Negative 3. And what's x squared times x to the third? Hopefully you understand you add the powers. So that's x to the fifth. You add the powers. Then you multiply this one. 3 times 7 is 21. And then x squared times x. Now, do you understand that x is like x to the first? So what's an x squared and an x to the first? You add the powers. That's going to be x to the third. Now, remember before how we pulled out a GCF? Now we're distributing it in. Number 4. It's just FOIL. So 3x squared and 2x 3 times 2 is 6. X squared times x is x to the third. 3x squared times 1 is just 3x squared. Negative 7 times 2x is negative 14x. And negative 7 times 1 is negative 7. Does anything combine? Actually, we're done. It's kind of nice. Sometimes when you have polynomials, nothing will combine. Oh, is that in standard form? Highest power down?